All right, we're doing some percent change questions. I want you to tell me which method you prefer. I'm going to do two methods. I'm going to do this method. I'm going to do this method. This is the method that I usually use. And tell me in your comments which one you like more, which one makes more sense to you, and let's go. All right, so the first question that we do have here is, let me pull this over here. So we're looking to round to the nearest tenth in all these instances. So we're looking to find out percent increase or decrease of these problems and then round to the nearest tenth of a percent. So we have 82 to 38. So if I'm using this method right here, this is the percent change method. So we're going from 80, let's just start with this. So 82 to 38. So the first thing I automatically know is that I went from a bigger number to a smaller number, which means it's a decrease. And so we know it's going to be a decrease, so it's going to be subtraction. So it's decreasing the price, or the percent is going to go down. So that's the first thing I know. Now, if I'm using this method, obviously we don't know what the percent is. So that's the x. So we're going to put x over 100. And it doesn't really matter which place you put stuff in, just so you know. Like if you put, well, I mean, it does, but like I'm just going to put this fraction first. It doesn't make a difference here where you do it. So when we're looking at the is here, we're looking at what is the change of that from this one to this one. So we have gone from 82 down to 38. So there's a change or difference of 44. So this is going to be a loss of 44. And again, it's a difference, and I'm putting a minus there just because you're going down in change. So we do need to identify if it's a decrease. So it is obviously a decrease. But you don't have to put the negative there as long as you know later on, like you've written it, that it's a decrease, just so your heads are, you have a heads up on that. And then what we started with, which was 82. So you can write it this way. And then you can go ahead, multiply, then divide. So multiply across, then divide. 82 times x is 82x. And then we have the multiplication over here. So you get the 44 times 100, and it is a negative 44, so it's going to be negative 4,400. Again, you've already written decrease, so you don't have to do that negative part if you don't want to. And the last step is going to be divide. As long as you know that this is a decrease, it doesn't make a difference. And then you've got x is equal to, let me just move this out of the way, 4,400 divided by 82, and we're rounding to the nearest tenth. Oops. So when you are rounding to the nearest tenth, I'm just going to do this here to show you. Divided by 82. And you get this. So you got 53.65. So you take a look at that 6 and you decide whether or not you keep it a 6 or you are going to change it and make it a 7. So because there is a 5 in the hundredth spot, this does need to move up to a 7. So it's going to be 53.7. So my answer is going to be 53.7%, and it's going to be a decrease. So if you put the negative there, you could put that as a negative. So that's one way to do it. Now, this way is the way I always like to do it. And this is how I do all my couponing. When I do my couponing information, you'll see that. So our current amount is the 32. So we take, oh, sorry, not 32, 38. Minus what we started with, which was 82. And then we divide by the original and then times it by 100. So the way I did it, I do just 38 minus the 82. You end up with a negative 44 over 82 times 100. And again, I'm just going to do this so you can see it. 44, it's a negative, divided by 82, gets you that, times it by 100. And there's your decrease of 53 point, same number, right? So it's going to be a loss of, or a decrease in price of 53.7. So minus 53.7% is your answer. Let me know in the comments which method you prefer. The left hand percent change one or the right one, the current minus original. Let me know in the comments how you feel about that. These are found in the Are You Ready for Are You Ready for Algebra 1 playlist. And don't forget to like, share, and follow me for more on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. You Want Algebra.